Hey guys, welcome back. I am Melissa and today I am doing a really fun collaboration with my friend Leann here on YouTube. We are doing a get ready with me with our favorite products from subscription boxes that we got in 2018. We're really excited about this and it kind of took me a long time to go through things and pick out my favorites. Leann and I both get a lot of subscription boxes. I get 4 different ones. I'm not sure how many she gets. I think she gets more than me. Like a couple more than me. She does lots of unboxings, she does tutorials, reviews, and she's a really fun, down-to-earth person. I really enjoy watching her and listening to her, and I think you guys will enjoy her as well. She is super sweet, so I do hope that you head over to her channel, give her some love, watch this video, and subscribe to her channel. Let her know that I sent you over there, and if you are here from her channel, thank you for checking out my channel and joining me for this video. My 1-year giveaway is almost over, so it's going to end at the end of January. So if you want to see all of the goodies that are in that giveaway, I'll put a link right up here so you can check out the video. There are going to be 2 winners and I will put a link down below where you can get entered into that. So let's go ahead and hop into this video because we're doing a full face get ready with me, so it's going to take a little bit of time. So I'm going to start with primer. I'm actually using 2 different products today. So my favorite primer ever, actually a lot of my favorites are from boxes that I've gotten to try out. So my favorite one is the Cover FX Blurring Primer. I got this in a BoxyCharm and I've actually repurchased it. It was in a FabFitFun edit sale or add-ons, one of those. So I got it for half price, so I picked it up because this one is nearing its end, but it is my favorite. This one I use in this T-zone area where my pores are larger, so I only use this to fill my pores. And then when I'm using this one, I use the Smashbox primer water for the rest of my face. This I also got in a BoxyCharm. I just spray that all over my face to give it, you know, a little boost of moisture and a little priming power. I'm not really sure how well it works as a primer, but I don't need primer on the rest of my face when I use that with the Cover FX primer. So then I just take this, and this one I really like to press into my pores because the whole reason I'm using this one is to fill the pores. This one I really like because it's like a moussey consistency, so it's not you know, like the Professional is very slick. It's not like that. It's not a liquidy consistency. It's just got this moussey texture, so it fills the pores but also helps the foundation stick to the skin. I really like this primer. For all my primers, I like to let them soak into the skin before I go in with concealer or foundation or anything like that. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation and concealer off camera. We don't get those products obviously because we all have different skin tones and they couldn't match everyone's skin tone for a foundation or concealer. If you do want to see my routine, actually Friday, just a get ready with me just went up on Friday with my Shop My Stash items, if you want to see that part of my routine. But I do want to mention the sponge I'm going to use because we actually got a beauty blender in our FabFitFun box. This is not the one we got, but this is the one that I currently haven't used. We got a black one, and I know it's totally overpriced. I know there are a ton of other ones that are cheaper that work great. This is still my favorite. I don't purchase these unless there's some kind of deal that I can get on them, but I was really excited to get one in my FabFitFun box. I think that one was in the fall box. So I'm going to go ahead and put my foundation and concealer on with this and then be back to do all the powder face products. So next I'm going to put on some powder. This one I actually haven't opened yet, but this is the only setting powder that I received in a box from 2018. So I thought I'd go ahead and use it for this video. This is the Pretty Vulgar Translucent Setting Powder in Matte About It. It does have a little sifter here, and it comes with this little poof. It's so cute, but I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use my brush with it, and I'm going to use this to set my under eyes and my face. Set my under eye first, and then I like to do the rest of my powder products before I set my face. I forgot to mention, I will make sure that I link Leann's channel and her video down below in the description box so that you can head over to her channel and check her out as well. The next product that I'm going to use is bronzer. So I think I only got one bronzer as well. That's all I could find. I was kind of looking through the sheets from boxes, and it was this Park Avenue Princess palette. This came in a Boxy Luxe. I think it was the September one. And I haven't used this yet, and I'm not sure if I'm keeping it, so I don't want to use it. But this shade Princess Cut is oh, it smells so good. Is pretty much the same as this Tarte Park Avenue Princess color. So I'm just going to use this for bronzing today. I do really like this shade, and I do like Tarte face powder products. I may end up keeping it, especially since I'm on a low buy this year, and if I end up going out of all my bronzers, I feel like it takes a long time to go through a bronzer. All warmed up. Next I'm going to do blush. We actually received a lot of blushes, I feel like, especially through BoxyCharm, but my favorite one was definitely from the Note. This one is in Desert Rose, and it is a really pretty, like, peachy, pinky coral shade, and I just really like it. I think it's a good formula. I haven't used it a lot because I have so many blushes, which is also why blushes are on my no-buy for 2019. So in terms of highlighter, I actually messaged Leann and I'm like, did we get any highlighters in our boxes? Because we do get some similar boxes, and I know we got some like Cover FX drops, which I am not a fan of, but then I realized that we got this Suva Beauty palette, and I actually really like these two as highlighters. I think I'm going to use this pinky purpley shade today. Here's what it looks like. It's just really pretty. I do not remember getting any eyeshadow primers in my boxes from 2018, so I'm just priming my eyes with my Ulta Matte Eye Primer that I always use. And then I'm going to do my brows. So for brows, I only can remember two products that we got for brows in 2018. And one was the Cella Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream. This was in a BoxyCharm. And then the Brow Gal Instant Brow Hair. This is similar, I feel like, to the Give Me Brow from Benefit, if you're wondering something that it's similar to. I do really, really like this. This one is okay, but it's not fabulous, but I'm going to go ahead and use it for today, and then I'm going to top it with this one. So what this is there's a little like pomade kind of powder down there, and then a brush on the other side. So it would, I guess, be good for traveling. I'm just going to kind of use this to fill in. And then I'm going to use the Brow Gal to kind of help finishing shaping it the way I want to and fluff it up a bit. This formula kind of reminds me, okay, if you saw my Shop My Stash on Friday, and the brow product that I was using from Ofra that I wasn't a huge fan of, this kind of reminds me of that. And its consistency is just like really kind of thick. I'm going to go in with the Brow Gal. This is definitely more towards my color. I have it in the color 03. Did I already say that? And I'm just going to go backwards to kind of fluff these back up and give it the shape I want it to have. Because with those thick pomades, they like flatten, stick to your face, and I don't want it to be that serious. I got those done. I do really like the type of brush that this has and the consistency of the product. I think this is a really good product. What? Oh, I never powdered my face. Now I'm just going to go in with this and just set the middle of my face. I don't typically set the rest of my face unless I'm using a more like sticky foundation. I'm liking this so far. I mean, it doesn't look powdery at all. All right, what's next, guys? Go ahead and do my lip right now because they're feeling a little dry. So, my favorite lipstick products that I got are definitely the ones from Sephora. I really like Sephora lip products. There were some Sephora lip products in my favorites of 2018 lip products. So, from the Sephora box, I pulled up my lip liner in Nothing But Nude. I'm going to put that on. I feel like that one just glides on really easily compared to some other lip liners that I have used. And then I'm going to put on, I did get several other lip products from Sephora in my Sephora boxes, but I also really enjoyed this Hi-Fi Shine Urban Decay gloss that I got in, I don't know, oh, in SPL. So I'm going to put that on top of this lip liner today. This one was from a Macy's box. It's just a really pretty iridescent. It's got that kind of minty flavor, scent, you know what I mean? But it's not bad like the Buxom ones, I don't think. I really like that lip gloss. It's not overly sticky either. So I think that's just a really pretty one to top any matte lip with, any lip liner with, anything like that. So now we need to get into the eyes. This one was really hard for me to choose. We definitely got a ton of eyeshadow palettes. We typically get an eyeshadow palette in almost every BoxyCharm box, which I love eyeshadows, so I don't mind, but a lot of my eyeshadow palettes that we've gotten have gone into giveaways or are ready for future giveaways because they are very neutral. And I am not a very neutral girl. I wanted to share my top 3 palettes, but then I'm going to tell you why I'm using the one that I'm using today as my favorite of 2018. So we got the Ace Beauté one. This is my first time trying this formula and I love it. I love this color combination and I think these shadows are absolutely beautiful. This is not the one I'm using today, but I am so glad we got this. This is the Grandiose palette from Ace Beauté. And then we got a Suva Beauty palette. This is the Protégé palette. This is the one that I used the highlighter from. And I love these shadows too. This is not the one that I'm using today either. And then the last one that is among my favorites is the ColourPop Element of Surprise. I actually haven't used this in a while and I wasn't sure if I really liked it, but the more I look at it, the more I think I do like this color combination. I know it's pretty neutral, and we're going to do a little bit more of a neutral look today, but I love ColourPop formula, and I do like the setup of this palette, and I think these shades are really beautiful. So this is the one that I'm going to use today. Like I said, I'm going to do a little bit more of a neutral look for me. I think I'm going to start with this in the transition and just see where it goes, but then I might end up adding a deeper one in the transition too. Oh no, I think this will work for the transition color. This is just like a warm tone taupey nude shade. And I'm not even going to attempt to tell you what these colors are because I can never figure out if ColourPop shades are like mirroring the shades in the palette or if they're backwards because they put them on the back of the palette. So I don't know. But it's this shade right here in the palette. This almost has like a pink hint to it, but it'll be perfect for the look I want to do today. I'm going to deepen up the crease with this shade right here. So this is just a little bit deeper than this one right here. Also a warm tone shade. Some of these shades are warm and some are cool in this palette. I'm going to take this smaller fluffy brush. This is one of the Alamara brushes. Oh, this was from a BoxyCharm. So these are probably the favorite brushes that I got from a BoxyCharm box. We get a lot of brushes in those too. We got a lot of Luxie brushes, which I do like, but I would definitely say that these Alamar brushes are my favorite brushes that I got. Then I'm going to move to the outer V. This is also from a BoxyCharm. The more I'm doing this video, the more I'm realizing that I actually get a ton of good products that I really like from BoxyCharm boxes. This is the Luxie 121 mini tapered brush. And I'm going to use this for the outer V. I'm going to take I think I'm going to take this purpley shade right here. This one is a little bit more burgundy, and I may end up using that on the lid still, but this purple one is the darkest shade in this palette, and that's what I want to use on the outer V today. But this palette doesn't have a really deep shade in it, but obviously you can always pull from another palette. Actually, I may pull a brown to deepen that up a little more. So I think I'm going to pull this shade into the lid some here, and then I'm going to deepen that outer V up with, yes, I'm going to use this brown Conscious from the Suva Beauty palette. I'm going to take this little Morphe brush, the M507, in that brown shade, and just add a little more depth to the outer V on top of that purple. Perfect. I am going to do a cut crease, but it's not a serious cut crease. I just want to cancel out some of this shade here because I'm going to put a matte cream shade over it, so I want it to show, and I don't want the brown to show through it. So that's why I said it's nothing serious cut crease. We just want to cancel that color out. And then where these meet, I'm gonna pat right here so that that's gonna help it blend together. And I was just using a little concealer brush to do that cut crease with. And now I'm gonna go in with just a flat brush. This is from the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. It's just a little flat mini brush here. And I'm going to take this shade right here. It's just the cream shade from this palette. And, oh, that is darker than I thought. Well, that's alright. I'm going to take that purple shade, and right where they meet, I'm going to pat it in there. And then I'm going to go back with that light shade and pat that in there. And then I'm going to go in with my Alamar brush that I used for the crease part and go back in with that crease shade that I used and just blend right where those meet. So I wasn't doing like a full cut crease, I just wanted to cancel out where that brown shade was on the lid so that lighter shade would really show up, but then I do still want it kind of blended right there. Okay, I'm going to take this little mini brush here and just kind of blend right there on the outer V. Alright, let me go ahead and do this eye, and then I'll be back to the lower lash line. So I'm pretty much done with the eyes. For the lower lash line, I am going to take, I think I'm going to take this shade here. So it's a little bit more of a magenta shade. And I'm just going to smudge that along the lower lash line. This is another Luxie brush that we got from BoxyCharm. It's the Mini Round 141. I love these little minis that we got. I'm also going to take, I think, the shade that I used in the crease area, so this one right here, and just kind of smudge and blend it out with that shade. I'm going to try to blend a little more of that transition shade up a little higher. I feel like I'm missing something color-wise. Okay, I think I like that. Alright, for the inner corner, I'm just going to take, this is the mini flat angled from Luxie that we got. I'm going to do this shimmer shade in the ColourPop Element of Surprise palette and just tap that in the inner corner. I'm liking it. This is not a look you're going to see a lot on my channel, but I do like to do a neutral adjacent look every once in a while. For liner, I actually got a couple liners that I liked in my boxes throughout 2019, but my favorite was definitely the It Cosmetics Superhero Liner. We got this in a Macy's, I think in a Macy's box. We got the mini size. This is, obviously I already had the big size, but it is a liner that we got in a box, so, and I love this liner. This is probably my second or third favorite liquid liner. It does have a brush tip. it is time for mascara. So definitely one of my favorite mascaras from my 2018 boxes is the Grand Mascara. We get a ton of mascaras in our boxes, in all of them. And I guess I should tell you guys what boxes I get. So I get Macy's, Sephora, FabFitFun, and BoxyCharm. And for the BoxyCharm, when there are Boxy Luxe boxes, I do get the Boxy Luxe box. And sometimes it seems like maybe I get 2 mascaras a month. I haven't used them all. I just don't open them all because obviously you can't go through mascara that quickly. But of them, this is one of my favorites. The Kush mascara from Milk Makeup, the Smashbox Superfan. Those are some of my favorites that come to the top of my head. Here is the look with mascara. I'm going to use my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer to set my makeup, and then my favorite lashes that I'm going to put on are this is one of my favorite lashes in general, but I got them in a BoxyCharm box. These are the Temptress lashes from House of Lashes. I just really like the way that they look, so I'm going to pop those on and be back to show you the final look. Guys, I'm back with the final look. So this is a full face using my favorites from subscription boxes of 2018. I thought this was a really fun video to do, and just kind of digging into all of these products and seeing that the boxes really are worth it. I find a lot of products that I really like and enjoy that I wouldn't find otherwise. I mean, there's always some duds or things that I just am not going to use, but I'm happy to put those in giveaways. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to go check out Leann and her channel. It will all be linked down below. Don't forget to enter the giveaway before you leave. Have an amazing week, guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!